Hey guys, welcome to a mod review on the John Deere 9R tractor by KMN Modding. This tractor is available on Mod Hoster. I will start off this video by saying it will never be available on console because Giants do not hold the license for John Deere. Now that is out of the way. My god, this is a tractor I have been waiting for a very long time in game. Not necessarily these, or that, right in the centre there, or even that right here, this bad boy, right here, the RX. It looks amazing, it really does. I'll just take a walk around and make sure everything's yep. The detail in it is phenomenal. I think they took some stuff, they have credited Tech Modding, Ghost, BK Modding, and Killer RF on stuff like this. I think some of the stuff is from those guys, by the looks of it, but they have credited them, so fair play to them on that one. But the detail in it is phenomenal. Like, yep. I have no idea what these are for on the real machine, but I've seen them on pictures of the real ones and videos of the real ones. The def tank, the poly fuel tank, polyurethane tank, the plastic tank basically. The quick attach there. That does not have any PTOs. So for your auger wagons, you're going to have to be make-believe on them working, which is actually surprising, because in the people that were showing these off were using auger wagons. The prop shaft going in from the, I forgot, Gunyan there, I believe it's called. Even up here, the engine. You can see the power takeoff coming from that. Well, not the power takeoff, but the drive shaft going to the transfer case and the gearbox. Detail on them is phenomenal. Now, what's different from this one to, say, this one, for example? Okay, so the model numbers, they do have RX-specific engine sizes and frame, like you can see it's missing the weight box, which I think I would prefer to have this option sort of have weights as well. I have seen the real ones with that. And you can see these are just the 9000R, basically. So you can get it in many different wheel configurations and track configurations. You can see over there, singles, row crops, the 900 duals with weights, and triples of various different sizes. Now you saw the poly tank on this one. This has a steel. Wait, these don't have collisions, by the way. None of these duals have collisions, so I don't know how I feel about that. But this is the steel tank. I'm not too sure whether you would want that just for extra weight or what the deal is there. But that's the steel tank. And that's really the major change. Poly tank with wheel option. You can see the backs kind of flared out more than the track version. And over here we have the row crops. So fundamentally, every tractor, interior, in some cases exterior, is identical. Another option you can do is the exhaust stack here. You can have a rain flap or just your standard up there. I don't know what the benefits of either are, to be honest. If it's going to be kept outdoors, then maybe the rain flap. So you can see the track difference from there to that, how they look. And of course, this is again with the singles. I would like some changes I'd like to see on this is, like I say, a weight block for the tracked versions. Now, this isn't the final version, by the way. He says, well, the people say it will be polished. I would like to see duals, well, not duals, but singles, like 900, 800 series singles without the spindle for a dual. In the UK, and I'm thinking sort of UK market as well here, over there we see a few of these around. You see a lot of the articulated tractors with big singles on them, and that are just meant for singles, never doubles or duals. Today I'm going to really be concentrating on the RX, but I will go over the rest of the configurations right now in this store. So we'll open up the store. We'll find our 9R here. So the starting price is $331K and $66, or pounds, whatever. And your start price, start horsepower range is 370, doesn't matter though. Your fuel is 1,514 litres, does 24 miles an hour, I think it does around 26 actually. And your price per day is $640. I have never agreed with that. So, configurations quite a bit. So you saw the steel tank, poly tank, RX tanks, so RX specific stuff. And then you got your engine, so you got 370 420, 470, 520, 570, 620, and then it jumps into the RX models. Why would you want the RX? Well, horsepower differences and maybe some differences in the way the torque's delivered in the XML files of the actual mod. So just make sure, guys, when you get the tracked version, get these engines. And so you start off with the 420, 470, 520, 570, 620, and then bam, straight into the highest one you can go, 620, before it will go into the normal 370. So your tyre ranges is 800 singles, the 710 duals with weights, 800 duals, weights, 900 with weights, 22s duals, 22 with weights, 30 duals, so on and so forth. And then you see triples, the 22 triples with weights, 30s, 30 triples with weights, and crawler tracks and row crop. And you got your normal exhaust, rain cap, and that is it. So let's jump in and see how they handle. Now we'll jump into the RX because it's different, that's for sure. So here's the cab. You'll notice it's a scaled up version from the Tech Moderns, I think, to be honest. It does have IC control, and quite a bit actually. So you've got your armrest. Oh, let me switch on the HUD. There we go. It does have your armrest control. Just an extra feature, I guess. I'm surprised it doesn't have a door, but it has the armrest. Kind of strange. You can slide your seat back and forth, which is kind of cool. And that will give you a sort of wider field of view. Not wild, jeez. Slightly, not by much. And you can turn your seat 90 degrees. Why is that? Well, in real life it's to stop fatigue on your neck. If you keep on having to look over, if your seat's facing forward, you can just quickly glance, see what's going on. That direction is quite common on tractors nowadays. You've got your telescopic wheel there. Love the fact it's already down right to begin with. Anything you need to do is extend the column, put that down, and you're ready to drive. There is no IC control over here for any screens or anything like that. Radio column up there, nothing again, and these don't have any rear working windows or anything like that. I'm very surprised about the door though. Very surprised. Not that I use it feature that much, but surprising. Right, let's go over the lights. Now the lights do have a beautiful xenon effect. Again, I believe these are from Tech Modern. I'm not 100% actually. I would say Tech Modern's ones are better than these. They actually show the LEDs more than these. But anyway, we've got them. They give a very blue whitey light. Whitey light? Wow. The beacon's there. And we'll start her up. I believe it's just the default engine noise from in-game. Nothing spectacular there. So you'll see the fan spins in there. You can see that through the grate, which is pretty cool. As I accelerate, we'll turn slightly here. You'll see the prop shaft turn. You can see the other one going to the front axles turn, and I never saw that actually until now. And the rear one turn. So sweet little features like that I love. Now, as I come up here, watch the way the track rolls over the curb. It kind of goes up like that, and then it will roll back down, which is definitely realistic to how tracks handle. Well, the tracks on this anyway for sure handle in real life. Now we'll go over some of the bumps. You can see how they bounce around and manipulate, and what the dirt looks like. Of course, needless to say, they all get dirty, so we'll show you that. Various different scales. Clean, all the way dirty again. So it does get pretty caked. Pretty darn caked indeed. Interior, looks like it doesn't get dirty one bit. Which, yeah, I'd like to see a little bit of footprints here and there. It's okay, I guess. Again, we'll show the lights, hazards. So you can see them on the extended bits there, the indicators on the rear, on the roof line on top, the beacons on there, or the lights I should say. And inside the cab, what do we have? We have the shuttle control that moves quite violently. Switch off the clicking. On the A pillar you can see the RPM, speed, neutral, forward, reverse. We've got the time on the center screen down at the bottom there. And I'm not too sure really what the other screen shows, if any information that the tractor does. Of course, working mirrors, 3 mirrors on this, one over there, on the right, centre, left. Left one needs to get adjusted a little bit by the looks of it. It's a bit too much off to the left. You can see it kind of grey there. Now we've taken this for a spin, let's take one of the tractors that have got a wheel option. Now, it looks like none of them have collisions in for the doors, or triples. Very disappointed in that, actually. Now we'll go over the tracks here. They should be collisions. Yep, that's got collisions, and of course this one will. And needless to say here, yep, big old collision there. Actually, a little too big on the nose of that. I think that still may have the collisions for the weight box, which of course is only on those. So we'll fire this up. As you guys can see, the interior is identical. No differences there. Does 26 mile an hour. Now I'll drive over this to see. Yeah, pretty much a standard machine. We'll go over the bumps here, see how the wheels handle. Pretty much rock solid. They don't bounce around too much, which I would believe is accurate. I imagine these are solid mounted. Yeah, very nice. And just to show you the dirtiness on this, which is, again, identical. Now, we'll tab through quickly and go to the one with the rain flap and start this up so you can see it. Wrong button, there you go. So, rain flap, again, nothing spectacular, nothing really too different. Got the wheel weights. But again, exactly the same tractor as everything. Now if we go on the outside, it doesn't look like there is any third control to open the hood or something like that. That might be something to look down into further down the line if the creator of the mods happens to watch this video. With all the detail that looks like it's gone into the engine, it would be neat to be able to see it, to be honest. Or at least I see. But collisions on the wheels, possibly the weight box for the tracked version of it, the RX. But other than that, I don't know about you guys, but this tractor right here would fit British maps perfectly. They are in the UK. For people that want to say, no, they're not in the UK. Yeah, they are. They're beasts. They're definitely beasts. Just like the quad tracks. But we all know they're in the UK. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. Like I said, link will be down in the description down below and in the comment section. And once again, this will not be coming to consoles because Giants do not hold the license for John Deere. So until next time, guys, I hope you have enjoyed, and we'll see you on the flip side. Later.